Hey guys, welcome. We are on round 2 with our 12A engine. We have taken it apart. You can see it's just the front housing here. Honestly, it looks quite good. Yes, there are markings on it, but it's nothing very deep, so definitely reusable. Over here we have the middle plate. Looks good as well. No major problems. We have one housing over here. That looks decent. Like no major scorchings. It looks really good. We have the rear plate. Also that one looks fairly good. Center shaft, we haven't looked at it yet, but I'm not expecting any problems there. One rotor is good. But then we have, yeah, this housing. I've seen a lot of photos of housings, but I've never seen one looking this bad. So it's completely scorched over here. Not usable at all. Yep, definitely not usable at all. And also for the rotor, if you look at it, you can see the scorch, the markings over there. So that thing is busted. You can see the seal. One is still broken. That's probably over there. I don't know. So yeah, one housing, one rotor are fucked. Need to search for a new housing there. If anyone has a 12A housing in good condition, hit me up. And especially if it might even be more difficult than a housing, I need a front E-weighted rotor. So if anyone comes across any of these, hit me up. I'm in need of one. And yeah, until I get those things, I can basically not do too much. But the plan, we sorted it out a little bit at least. We are definitely going to open the exhaust portings to make them a bit bigger. We are going to open the intake ports a little bit. Nothing severe, nothing big. Just make that a bit, yeah, better. Let's put it that way. And yeah, so next step is just cleaning up everything, making sure it's clean, put it to the side, and then basically find the parts we're missing. And then we will have a session. You might have seen the third set of hands in the video, or you will see them in the video. Basically, we had a new colleague. I think you never met him in person either, Daniel, right?
No.
So we had a colleague over here that Daniel knows him a little bit, but never met him in person. I never met him in person before. And he's a cool guy. He's a New Zealand person living in Switzerland, and he knows his shit. So he gave us a lot of hints, a lot of tips. He showed us how to, well, there's probably no proper or wrong way. Well, there are wrong ways. But he showed us how he takes an engine apart. He told us how he puts it together. So definitely make use of him when it's about porting. So I will do the porting myself or together with Dani. But he will definitely tell us how. So how to clean it up and all this. We're going to make another video at some point with that. But again, that's music for the future. We first need to get the parts replaced. So yeah, we're going to do some digging, trying to find those parts and clean up the parts a little bit more. And yeah, I guess that's the plan. So come along. Sind mit die links müsste sie. That's, I think, the turbo one.
It's the turbo one, yeah.
Oh wait, the other one is here.
Oh, look, here's one you prepared earlier. You know, the cooking shirt. Mine must be really bent. I'll have to do some work on that.
Probably used it a couple times already.
Yeah, a few times.
There you go.
How's that bit?
Does it need some suggestion or?
Doesn't matter. I don't know. I don't want to force the in on an angle. Cross thread the bow housing bolts.
Yeah, that would be.
Sounds diabolical. Anyway, it's not going to push it up that side.
It just needs to stuck it in.
Just needs to stop the rotation. So we'll lift it down on the ground for the next part. Like sometimes. Well, yeah, so yeah, good times. Now, to somebody stands on here. Just round on that.
Perfect.
And then the other poor one. Oh, you know what? Yeah, it's not bad.
Standing.
What a friendly engine.
Yeah, it was a good one.
Well, you want to become healthy again.
Yeah.
I'm
Like, it's
happy
okay,
to
there's a
come
Kiwi
tonight.
here, we're all good.
Not sure about those housings then, but
Get these broken pieces out of me. So.
same thing or?
Okay, wait.
Yeah, this one's going in that direction, so it's usually not so bad.
I tried.
Go with the foot on here.
Holy shit.
I'm not fat enough.
Yeah, we can swap.
Well, I can
Maybe
also
we turn
stand
around a
on
little bit. And,
Wait, you go with this.
yeah,
So
we'll
I-
put this
Oh yeah, better.
under here. Just for a little bit of support. Usually it's the other way around. The front bolt is harder to get off than this one.
Steh du dich dann dort, weißt du, und gleich dort noch ein bisschen
Ja.
dagegen.
Holy crap.
Yeah, it's cool, man.
Damn.
Das ist ganz gut.
What? Kabuna Kazloch.
Aha,
This
nice.
is only for a
Oh,
little
yeah.
voltage.
No,
Yeah,
the problem is the little bolts there. It fits so close, so every
you
time you
never
want to
get it
put
out,
it out, I have to drill it a little bit away.
That cup. Whoa! Holy shit. What's with that?
I was for I was there for the
Fine.
stainless.
Yeah, that's just a big cup.
By Ford, I had a whole box just with self-made tools because for every work you need 10 tools.
Yeah.
Because Ford is so much fucked up.
Oh, tell me about it. I'm a big fan of old Fords.
Yeah,
I learned on Ford V8. So like the really old stuff I love, but the new stuff is a fucking disaster. It's 2.2 diesel motor. We got a
Flat one?
flat one. Woodruff key out before we lose it.
Don't kill the seal, you reuse it.
Okay, now. If you do that, I leave now.
The bearing.
So, what are those? How much oil is still in it?
Should be empty.
Should not be.
Should be empty.
We turned it like 2 times around, so
Oh, cool.
otherwise we can still put the.
Do you want to block it like this?
Yeah.
Okay, wait.
So this is
Wait a
just
little bit more to right, maybe it can. Okay, no.
this is just my order of doing things.
There's still oil. Where's the corner?
We don't have oil. Okay. Okay, wait.
Yeah.
Right, let's get this front bolt out. Is that the 19? No, 18. This is just my way that I do things. Different people have different orders of doing shit, but this is just my way. I've just always done it like this. Do you want to take the Ölwanner Schrauber out?
Yeah, we should. Huh?
We can turn it so he can better go
Yep.
to the.
Just lose more shit out of it. Oh, you mean that way? Ah.
Yeah, you can come over here.
Yep.
So
Yep, yep.
we coordinate.
It's like
small work.
synchronized swimming. So, cool. Can take the pickup out. Just, yeah. And don't want to go for the handle yet. Okay, and then front cover bolts out. Just normal, just whack in here. You can just smack it in the middle there to take the thing away.
Our MFK is really strict, but in things like bring a confirmation or
Yeah,
something.
if you have a piece of paper, it's all good.
Yeah, no, I really crazy what things I just done with my confirmations.
Yes, this was
But
an
one
original...
day I see it, they say, forget it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just... I find this so hard over here.
This is a
Shit
bigger one,
like
huh?
needing papers for wheels. It's like in any other country
No,
in the
no,
world,
no,
you can put
Germany,
the fucking
no,
paper...
Germany is 30 times harder. For
Sure.
every wheel, with every ET and every dimension, they need their
you
own
probably don't need to
material
use it.
test.
The gun?
Yeah, to...
They need
otherwise I'm
their
going
own-
to lose my fingers.
Ah.
They need to test every wheel in every dimension separately.
Oh,
They make the torsion test, the brake for every wheel. This is really
So-
crazy.
This needs to come off parallel.
Yeah.
We go over, so. And alles...
Wiggle.
So, have one of those.
Throw it away. We don't need this
No,
anymore. It's
no.
just wait.
And here is the Woodruff key from the Ölpumpe.
The what?
It's the Woodruff key from the oil pump.
Ah, yeah. So it holds it in place.
Also throw it away.
Yep. Front Tarrington. Now, I do it like this. This is my preferred method. I take away the thrust washer. So I
Yeah.
take away these bolts. Remove all the thrust, and then I put 2 bolts in to stop the front stationary gear falling out. It never does anyway, but just for
Just
secret
to be on
height.
the safe side.
Yep. So you can just whip those bolts out. So, thrust plate and the other Torrington. So it's always like
So on
this is
both
the
sides.
this is the washer that sets your inflow.
Mm-hmm.
When you need to change the inflow when you build the engine in the end, that's the
It needs to be longer or smaller?
yeah
Or?
yeah.
Okay.
And
But I guess even if we rebuild this thing, it is not 100% guaranteed that this thing will still fit, right?
no,
Yeah, okay.
no, always check the inflow. Always.
Yeah.
Never ever assume that it's right, because it's one of those things. I mean,
You good?
yep. There we go. So
You need
it's
2
all
more
good.
bolts,
No.
you said.
Oh yeah, I need the 2 bolts out. Sorry. This is why Martin's really good for me. I'm getting old and I forget shit. He's always like
Well, you
stands
need
there,
to do
just
this,
passes me the 2 bolts back. I'm like, oh yeah. Stimmt. Really important when you build the engine.
Yeah.
Don't forget to put this O-ring in.
Well, that's for oil, huh?
Yeah, that's the oil. There's
But
the oil
a-
bypass.
Probably you would just replace them all the time anyway, right?
Yeah. Okay, so you've already removed these 2 bolts first. Always.
Okay.
One
That
is out already.
Yep, the other one.
But
Remember
that's
what-
That's
what-
the logo.
Yep, those are the 2 outside bolts. They're marked.
Is it 17?
On the RX8, you also have 3 long ones over here, but on these it doesn't matter.
How
I
on
don't-
the
I'm-
13B? On the 13B? Same? Or?
The only
also
piece the same as this. The RX8 has 3 long ones, it's got a different rear plate. That's probably different between the automatics and manuals as well, but I've never rebuilt an automatic. They've all been manuals.
Okay.
So, this is one of those fucking contemptuous subjects. I just go bump, 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 bump,
Like
bump,
star
bump,
form.
bump, 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 and done.
Yeah.
It's the master talking sequence is basically the same shit, and to be honest, there's some like guys that have this fucking tattooed on their arms, and I think they're sorry, but
Yeah, you have.
But how on torquing it back then again? Are you doing it in multiple steps or
yeah,
just
absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that
I do
you-
it exactly after the manual, or different because I use Stehbolzer. I don't use the Mazda bolts because the Mazda bolts cost more than the Stehbolzer.
Ah,
Yeah,
okay.
no, it's
So it's
normally
like-
like A or P or something is.
Yeah, and sorry, I should have said that. I don't do the railgun orb. I just do chorded steps when I'm undoing it.
Okay.
It's more. I mean, it's probably okay, but it's just I don't know. Old habits.
Yeah, sure.
You know what I mean? So I just do a titel of Yiddish Luger. And this is when it's good to have a big bar.
Yep, I can see that.
Yeah. Ton. And do you think? Yeah.
Are those balls the same as the two outer ones down here?
Nope.
They're not.
No.
Okay.
You see on the edges of them. See, this one's marked for the inside. And this one here. It's a little bit shorter.
Yeah.
And this one here is marked. This is the longer one. This one goes down here.
Ah, okay.
It's always that one.
All right.
On the later model ones and the RX8s, these have got sort of like a vela in them down here. I think it was, I don't know 100%, but I think it was to do with the heat from the exhaust.
All right.
Sometimes I like to study these things to think about it, but other times I'm just like, I can send it. Okay, so Gummi hammer?
Gummihammer.
Gummi hammer? Or, yeah, you can just give the knob a bit of a whack there. Yeah, and then the other side, somewhere, not on the pedestal if you can get under the casting there.
Sure, kom dit nu weer
And, or you can use, have you got a hip ice?
what?
Hip ice.
Yeah.
Oh wait, or
Next to
Something to
Danny.
booger. Open some booger.
Next to Danny on
Yeah,
the
there you go.
shoulder. Yeah.
Bicycles.
Geissfuß.
Back into the rotor here.
So the gaskets and
There we go.
Okay.
so there's just the outer.
No, but
there's the spring.
seal. Yeah, side seal. And then you've got one of the oil control rings that's come along for the ride. You can put him back in there. Good. Right, don't try to force it in, just leave it like that. Yep, cool. Right, you can put the plate down on the thing, you can have a quick look. Looks pretty healthy.
This plate looks.
Yes, it's
So
not
if you
bad.
want to check for wear,
No, there
over
is.
here.
Is there one?
No, it's not bad.
It's just
really,
dirt.
really not bad. It's been sitting for a long time.
10
The
years.
plates, it's really good.
So how do you
You're lucky.
clean those things? Just out of curiosity.
So, depends on what tools you have at your disposal. Ah, fuck, broken. Normally, what I do. All the seals are dead.
Yeah, that's not a surprise, I guess.
Should have brought some seals with me.
That's what happened on the
So,
single tour by
What
FD there.
seals? Gaskets?
Yeah, I usually keep a.
I have a
some
whole
spare-
rebuild kit from
no,
Atkins.
not new seals.
Oh.
Some old ones because I stretched them and put them over top of the rotor.
Ah, so they.
Do you have any old outer rings?
No.
Scheiße. Okay, we'll have to get ghetto on it. Normally, take this for doublet. And
I can
Straight away.
stretch it, but
and
obviously
it's
they're
perfect
so
for
old.
holding the apex seals in.
But it's probably so old,
Yeah,
brittle.
this is well fucked. This is looks like somebody. No. Because I don't want to turn into one of these
No, no.
assholes who's like.
I mean, what should I show about?
he said this on the.
No, don't worry.
Right, so
I'm in general not doing these kind of things.
okay, so because it's going to probably spit the corner pieces, I'm
Mhm.
just going to lift them up and put them in here.
Okay.
And now, what I would normally do in this situation is fucking use a magnet.
Do we
Magnets.
have magnets?
Yeah, somewhere I have.
Or put it on the list.
So anyway, right. We need now the dowel puller, which is
Yeah, that's the one I don't have.
yep. It's a really handy tool to have. And
What's this diameter that you need? 12 mil or?
I guess it's 12 of course, but get one anyway because this tool. This is for doing the pilot bearings in the E shaft.
Okay. But it's a specialized one then.
Yeah,
not
this is a
generic.
specialized one. You can just unscrew this off here.
Where
Screw
did
this
you
on, and
get
then you
yours
can-
from? Atkins?
Oh, it's
or?
like Mazda Speed or Atkins or something. God, it's a long time ago. I don't know. But that tool and this tool is
I take them out with bread normally.
with bread.
Yeah. You don't know this?
You're pushing the bread in and then hammer it in.
Yeah, bread and hammer it in and then it came out perfect.
What?
Yeah, it's real.
It's really good.
If you just keep pushing bread in and keep hammering the bread, it's real. It's describe it.
Holy shit. Ah. The dowel.
One dowel, one half a dowel.
And after the bread is really, really great. You can eat it.
It has a
Feed it
nice
to the
oily
ducks.
taste.
Yeah.
That came easy.
Yeah, and a lot of the time you can just pull them out, but if they're stuck, then they're stuck,
Okay.
and then you can't, and then it's fucking terrible. This is another one of those things where people have different opinions. Some people like to lift the rotor. I like to lift the housing. So I probably just need to give this housing a little tap with the knockrometer. It's just to pop there's
The
sealant.
ceiling.
Gasket.
It's another dickmasse.
Yeah, dichtmasse.
Okay, now you got to watch the apexes don't fucking fly away down here.
I'm holding the rotor.
Good. Oh, you can pull it. Fucking seal off and see if we can use one of those. Nope.
There's the way. The other one. Yeah, they're all.
Yeah, they're
Oh, it
fine.
was the back one, huh? With the matched apex, I think. Yeah, it was not this one.
This is the rear rotor.
The front rotor.
So now, that's a good point. At this point, I usually take my friendly marker pen or something sharp like this and scratch into here and R.
Ah, it's a rear
On the
rotor.
rear rotor. So normally we'd have something tied around here. Do you have some string? Something?
Also, cool.
Not
gooey band or
Down
so?
here, but I have maybe long.
Zip tie, yeah.
That's too short. I can take two.
Wow. Oh, whatever works. Zip ties always work.
Take three so you have the perfect.
Triangle.
Yeah.
And get one joint at each apex. It is the way. Everything must be triangles.
Like the design of the RX8. There must be triangle everywhere.
Sneaks into your life and you start like only eating triangle chips.
Oh, you don't have triangle.
Doritos.
I don't have triangle tattoo.
No, I will never have a rotary tattoo.
Oh, because it can break. That was expected low and way so
I need to have my fucking tattoos redone every few months.
Yeah.
Missed a gear and now I've
They
got
need always new tint because they burn it.
no.
Take it apart. put a new
Oh,
one
it's
in.
like it's one of those things. It's like
Look like a fanboy.
I'm not a fanboy. This is my life, you know. Like this is there's one of those things where you like. It's like my friends, you know, like Ollie and that. They don't. Ollie doesn't need to drive around with a million stickers on his car, being like, "I'm a drifter."
There is one falling away.
Yeah, that's okay. Come back in there.
Well, they're stuck enough that they will not fall out.
He just is, and that's his life, and he doesn't need to advertise it to people. He doesn't give a fuck what anybody else thinks or does. He's just the rotary. He's just the drift guy.
Like Ollie
Right.
from Switzerland, or
Yeah, Ollie Schmid. Don't know if you know this guy.
the Schmid
We
names
just
us
know
something.
Ollie, Wankel Ollie. From
Uncle
So,
shot
put
me.
these back in, the seals.
Wait, can you turn it a little bit more?
This is my double extendable wrists. There you go.
Corners. Oh no.
Yeah, that's corner seal, yeah.
That's
What?
next to
What?
your
That's
left
alright.
shoe.
It's alright. It's just a piece. I moved my finger and lost a corner piece. It's alright.
Ah, okay.
It's this one from up here.
Oh yeah, you just put them
Yeah.
on.
Anyway, pass it back to me and stick it on my
Okay.
finger.
We're probably losing. I know we can put it flat down, right?
Yeah, we can put it back there.
And we won't.
So you got the oil control ring there.
Det kanskje sånn her.
That's straight in the rotor. You don't need to force them back in because they won't go in like that. So now we take it over to, I take it over to the bench because I've got the Apex corner pieces in here.
Ah, space. Huh?
Yeah, you're gonna need a bigger table.
Yep, I realized that.
Oh,
Actually, what did fall down?
that's right, it's just the corner piece again.
Oh. So why not lie them down?
Because then we're just like everything will drop out that way.
Okay.
Normally with the spring with the seals on, you can put the seal
On top
fold
of
it
the
in
corners,
half,
yeah.
and then it's kind of pushed apart a bit, and it holds everything in square, and it doesn't.
Okay.
You don't have these problems, right? So center plate. This is standard knowledge, right? So here you go. This needs to always be at like 2 o'clock. E shaft at 2.
Mm-hmm.
Someone lifts it up
Mm-hmm.
a little bit. Other one can
Can turn it a
give it a
little.
Little tap.
little love tap under there. Yeah, it's good. You know what? It's like,
From
because
this
it's going to
side?
be stubborn, we'll just pull the dowels right through. Sometimes
But they're from the lower one now, right?
Yep, these are the front dowels.
Mm.
Just because it makes life easier sometimes if it doesn't have to go exactly straight.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely makes life easier.
Mm-hmm.
Write it on the tool list.
I have. I was
So
looking at
then
one
we
already.
need a breaker bar under here.
It's on your foot. Is it too big?
Easier with the guys.
Take the other one that's smaller.
Oh, there we go.
No,
No, it's
we're good already.
good. Right, same thing when I lift the plate. So always on 2.
Yep.
Eccentric shaft up.
Yep.
And then when you lift, you go up at the back.
And you need to
forward.
pull it over.
So hold it like this.
Looks like to
So
see
just-
that, Donnie.
Tip forward. Yep.
It's not coming.
Oh, hang on, hang on, just-
It's loose, so it should.
Yep. No, you're taking the whole E shaft with you.
Aha.
There you go. So now you're away.
Okay, that's just
Kleine
one.
Oh,
röre. Ja, det är mittlere.
I leave.
The oil control.
Okay.
Take it. They're actually not looking too bad. Probably reuse them. The oil control rings are really expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
the most
the whole-
expensive part of the rebuild.
I thought it was the apex seals.
No. Apex seals are cheap. Right, so you know at this point, this is a Schmuckstück.
Mm-hmm.
If you pull the rotor
Mm-hmm.
and you don't have the E shaft, if you pull the housing, you don't have the E shaft, then the rotor will fall on the floor.
Yeah.
Don't take this out and then this off.
Okay.
If you're going to take this out, you pull the rotor up.
Yeah.
If you're going to take the housing away, then leave the E shaft in. Otherwise, you're all bong. Oh shit!
That would
So-
be bad, yeah.
Expensive and bad and all kinds of things. It seems that 12A rotors are made of unobtainium.
Not
So-
anymore. Now they are done like that, you know. So just again lift the housing out.
Tip as well on the middle, on the center plate.
Yeah.
Where it is, the center iron.
Down there.
On the other side, is a screw down the bottom here.
Yep.
If you take that out, then all the coolant will come out.
From that plate.
No, from the whole engine.
Ah, okay.
If you put it flat and take that bung out and leave it for a day or so, then you won't have such a big mess.
Okay. Good to know.
So we're free on this side.
I guess that's the same applying to the 13B as well.
Yeah, absolutely. They all have it. Even the RX8 has that.
Ah, okay.
So if you ever need to change the coolant on an RX8, you always take that plug away. Same
Yep.
on the FCs or anything like that. 15s.
And then you do both, right? You remove the cooler
Yeah.
thingy and the one on the
Yeah.
engine. That makes
You know,
sense.
it's just they hold half the fucking coolant in the engine. You change it and it still looks shit. You think,
You're putting the house.
Yeah, no, I don't know why it's holding there. Oh, it's probably because it's fucking slow. Oh, that's why the fucking housing is absolutely goosed. Okay, so we need to do a bit of creative.
No,
Yeah, it's
Fun away.
alright. Everything's fucked anyway. So
that one is broken anyway.
yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
That rotor looks fucked.
Just sell it to German guy.
Good reusable rotor. Oh, that housing looks terrible.
I've seen a lot worse. Oh no, that's pretty fucked. That's it.
Oh,
I
those
saw
fortunes.
it because of the apex.
Hey, look, there
seal.
you've got one to put in your shop.
Yeah, perfect. And even look for this one, for the rotor there. Do you see it?
It's also
yeah,
scorching.
That was what I seen in the camera. In the
Mhm.
Als je me
Right,
right,
so-
so schnell. Verder zal ik Scheiße, ein bisschen wegputzen auf dem schönen.
Yeah, that one is fucked.
Just a little bit. Oh, yeah!
Yeah. It's actually come to a stop there.
Yeah!
So you'll see that's the corner piece from the seal.
Whoa.
It's like wedged itself in there. So now look, see this is
Whoa.
And this was just because he drive the wrong oil.
fucking hell. I don't want to hear any. I will not participate in conversations about oil unless it's with scientists.
It's like in the rotary groups. So no oil question.
Hey,
Right.
these assholes.
When I brought the repo over, I did quite a bit of research to figure out what you need to do.
But you did it on it through my agent, right?
Yeah, to
To
Antwerpen.
Schaumbeck. No, I mean to Schaumbeck, my sole agent.
To what?
My
Yeah,
border
Zol
agent.
guy.
You use
No, I
him
didn't.
not?
I didn't.
Ah, yeah, you don't.
Because he didn't go to Antwerpen.
Ah, okay, yeah.
He only went to Bremerhaven.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a shame.
Scratchy.
It's a shame because like the engine's in such good condition.
Mm-hmm.
If somebody had pulled this down,
Like earlier.
yeah, a little bit earlier, and it's really,
Yeah.
it's a real shame.
So I assume that
We need one rotor.
one rotor
one
and one
housing.
housing. The question is, do
backplate.
these rotors already have markings because of weight and
Yeah,
stuff?
absolutely. Yeah. Also, don't forget your dowel O-rings when you're putting the motor together. It's like some people put the engine together and
Pissing oil
Oh,
and fuck
shit.
can take
and
it
it's also
apart.
like not knowing to put a Dichtmaster on the leg.
So what Dichtmaster are you using? Or
I told him I
The
will.
black one.
all right.
You can use 3-bond if you want to.
Yes, the trip on the set. The master knows that's what I want to bring into.
Yeah. And also for the oil runner, that's the best shit. But look, if you want to know my secret, I use Loctite 510 on the water seals.
Mm-hmm.
Just in the gallery. You can use 518 as well, or depends how long you're going to leave the engine sitting. If it's got to be like built in the car, then you need to use 510.
Mm-hmm.
518's got a longer curing time. What else do you need to know? I'm working on. I know a guy who does gas nitriding. Well, I don't know a guy. We're communicating with a firm at the moment that does gas nitriding.
Yeah.
And my brother-in-law has a surface grinder.
Right.
So I'm going to do some test plates for the RX8. Port them, surface grind them, have them re-nitrided. It's about $70 a plate to have them nitrided. I need to talk to my brother-in-law about what we charge for surface grinding, but it's probably not expensive. Because he can just go down, put the machine on, go and do his
So
thing.
that you would do for the front plate, rear plate, and the middle plate.
Yep, both sides of the center plate.
Yep.
Front and rear housings.
Right.
But it just, I mean, you can also build a lapping table. Lapping
I
stuff.
have no space.
No, I just mean like you do, right? So you can have a lapping table. You put some lapping compound on, and it's when a plate's only
A little bit.
a little bit like this. I mean,
Hologramic and so.
if you can get your thumbnail caught in it, it's not good. That's and you also need to check the plates for warpage.
Right.
You just need a straight piece of straight.
Hardly now, quasi.
So just something that's machined exactly straight. Keep it somewhere in a box that it doesn't get dropped or
Yep.
something. and then I just use that in a feeler gauge.
Right.
You can use a micrometer on a shuttle.
Yep.
It costs like $600 for a tool, and that's fuck. I mean, if you're using it every day, then cool. But if you're not, then, and if you're just using a dial micrometer on a thing, then that's not really accurate anyway. So because anytime you fucking bump it, so you need either one on a shuttle.
Mm-hmm.
You know this with the micrometer on a rails.
Yep.
That's guile, but it's expensive.
Mm-hmm.
If I end up doing enough engines, I'm going to buy some of this stuff. Just because
makes
it's
sense.
Easy. For checking your bearing clearances, do you have bearing presses?
Nope.
I have them from Pineapple Racing. They're really good.
Pineapple race.
Yeah, Pineapple. I also use this from Pineapple. Water tester. So when the engine's assembled, you can just chuck the bike pump on there, pump it up, put some pressure in, make sure that the water seals are holding.
Cool.
Where are my bearing presses? Oh, they'll be in there. Yeah, put a bit of valve compound on there when you put the thing together, and I'm for
stretch it
straight to 9,000.
I have a feeling we will use your advice anyway to build it back together.
So that's press the bearing out.
Ah,
And
yeah.
then you put this over. It stops it going in too far. To press the bearing in, stops on the gear, and that's for the rotor bearings.
That's cool stuff.
Yeah, it's not expensive.
Hey, welcome back everyone. So, after all the disassembling and inspection of the parts, it looks like the front, rear and center housings, good condition. After a bit of resurfacing with nitrating or whatever it's called. Look good, should be fine. All the rest as well, E-shaft, everything looks good. The rotor I haven't cleaned up yet, I still need to do that. But we did also find on the second housing here, we did find a bit of chrome flaking down here. As you can see, there's a bit of it missing as well. So I am looking right now at options, trying to find at least one housing and one rotor. But then again, if I don't find an E rotor, I'll need to take two other rotors, and with the two rotors, due to the balancing, I also need the counterweights, the E shaft, and basically a complete new engine. So yeah, I'm looking at those options. Again, if you come across an E rotor, that is kind of the hardest part to find, hit me up. But also, if you have a good housing, hit me up. More than happy to to find them if you come across them. And then the next steps, once I'll still clean up a bit more with a wire brush and stuff, just clean out the rest. And once that is sorted, once we have two good housings, we are going to port them. So the plan is a street port, and also make the exhaust port larger. That apparently brings most of the power. And that should be around about it. So I'm not planning to do any crazy bridge porting or anything. Just a street port, bit more power, OEM++. That should be perfectly fine for that car. So I'm gonna end it here for today. In here it smells like a brake cleaner quite heavily. So I need to get out a bit for now. So that is it for the moment. I first need to sort out where I get one housing or the whole rotating assembly from. I have one contact already. Greetings to Slotty at this stage. He would have the whole rotating assembly with two housings. So that would be the option. Still, I'm going to try to see if I can find an E rotor, and he has a second housing, so that would be fine. But again, the E rotor would be the most important part. If I find that, good. We'll be more on the budget side. If not, we'll get a bit more expensive, obviously. So that's the options we have. Yeah, so for now, I'm going to close this RX7 build until we are able to port. Also on the repo, there is a bit of hopefully there is a bit of a movement. I need to reach out to a guy in South Africa. I am basically trying to get a whole cab in better shape than the one I have, at least to remove the panels. I did find one. I actually bought a cab. I still haven't seen the whole cab. I just saw the pictures from the engine bay, which looked a lot better than mine, but still might be a bit of rust. Again, any less than what I have right now would be beneficial. But I'm trying to figure out when are they going to send the cab and who's going to pick it up and like all these kind of things. So also their content will take a while for it to come back. So it might actually be that it's going to take a little bit of time until I'm able to do a next video. But yeah, stay tuned at least. And again, if you want to get a notification, please hit the subscribe button. Would mean a lot to me. And yeah, you will at least get the information when a next video is coming. And I'm rarely posting on Insta, but feel free to follow me there as well if you want to. Not too much posting there. At least you'll find a lot more people that I'm in touch with that is also doing a couple of things. So yeah, that's a wrap for today. I'm looking forward to be able to continue. Until then, wish you all a good time. Stay healthy and see you guys soon. All right, take care everyone. I'm out. Bye-bye.